A boy who saves the world from an ultimate catastrophe. The possibility that the technological advancement that we have today could very much turn its back against humanity is always there. Science fiction is a genre that has repeatedly put the spotlight on this possibility, and it is a fact that you can never fully rule this possibility out. Hello, and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to explore the movie Origin: Spirit of the Past. This is an animated Japanese science fiction movie, so a special hello to our sci-fi fans. Sit back and enjoy the story. Let's get started. The story begins in the 24th century. The Earth's forests have been mutated and have overpowered mankind. It has been 3 centuries since genetic engineering to produce trees capable of growing in harsh, arid conditions have destroyed the moon and turned Earth into a plant-strewn wasteland. We see that Japan has become a dystopia that is covered by forest. There is a powerful and very cunning group of people called Druids. The forest's power is dictated by Druids, and they're the ones who have control over the water supply for both humans and trees. Our main character in the story is Agito. He's a young boy. His father's name is Agashi. He, along with his father and his friends Kane and Minka, live in Neutral City. Neutral City was founded by his father and his friend's father. This city is located at the edge of the forest that has been carved out of ruined skyscrapers. Neutral City acts as a buffer and bridge between the forest and the militaristic nation of Ragna, which was established in part of the empty wasteland that, as a result of the forest's existence, now covers the rest of the planet. While the people of Neutral City work to coexist peacefully with the trees of the forest, Ragna, however, is ambitious and aims to destroy the forest to restore the Earth. One day, Agito and Kane race each other to see who can get to the waterhole at the bottom of the city first. The boys disturb the sanctity of the waterhole, and it angers the Druids. Both end up getting separated. Agito stumbles upon a large machine with cryogenic pods. There he finds a young girl named Tula who has been frozen in the cryogenic machine for centuries. Agito accidentally revives Tula and brings her to Neutral City. He introduces her to his home and hopes that she will stay. Tula carries a Raban, which is a portable personal electronic device. This device is capable of communication and a variety of other tasks. The forest is afraid that Shunak, who's a Ragna soldier awakened from his sleep, will use his Raban to locate an environmental defragmentation system, also known as Istak, to destroy the forest. As soon as Shunak learns of Tula's existence, he starts trying to persuade her to join him. The forest, on the other hand, does not want the girl to join Shunak, so he sends a giant plant creature to stop the meeting. But Shunak destroys the creature and reveals that he's been enhanced. It turns out that he allowed himself to be genetically altered by the forest to become stronger by using the power of the trees. He convinces Tula that finding Istak is the only way to restore the Earth back to the world that she once lived in. She's told that there's no other way except this. Tula really misses the past, so she ends up joining Shunak in his quest, over Agito's objections. Agito does not like the girl joining Shunak because he's aware that this is not going to end well for both the girl and them as well. So he consults his father, Agashi, the founder of Neutral City. His father had also been enhanced, and because he overused his powers, he now has turned almost completely into a tree. It is just a matter of days before he turns completely into a tree. Agashi encourages Agito to save the forest from Shunak's plan, because their survival depends on it. Yes, they have to save the forest, otherwise they will not be able to survive. The trees control the water, and if they are destroyed, that means the destruction of mankind. Agito then right away goes to the forest and allows himself to be enhanced. As he enhances himself, his hair turns silver. Agito then follows both Shunak and Tula to Istak. Istak is a giant volcano that was converted into a mechanized mobile weapon by Tula's father, whose name was Dr. Sakul. He is the doctor who, for the first time, started genetic research on the trees. We see a hologram of Dr. Sakul that explains the story of how the research led to the world's current state. He then created Istak, being on the side of caution, as it was created as the best possible safeguard against the altered trees. After betraying the Ragna army, Shunak reveals that he was one of the scientists who worked on the original genetic alteration experiments centuries ago. He further adds that it was his impatience that led him to speed up the alteration process, and it resulted in the catastrophic invasion of the mutant trees. This is the reason Shunak now intends to use Istok to restore Earth and right the guilt that has been plaguing him ever since. He plans to activate Istok near Neutral City, meaning this is going to be catastrophic for Neutral City. He then reveals that he is actually going to wipe out the whole city, and that no one can now interfere with his plan. Tula realizes this, and she tries to stop Shunak from activating Istok, but is unable to do so. As the Ragna army commences their assault on Istok, Agito arrives, and he challenges Shunak to a duel. Agito transforms into a tree to save Tula. He absorbs Shunak into his body. Tula shuts down Istok, and she makes it automatically set itself to self-destruct. Agito is the one who saves her and many other people. If it was not for his sacrifice, there would have been an immense catastrophe. He then asks her to stop the device. She now has strong feelings for him and finds herself unable to leave without him. However, she then goes to stop the device and asks Agito to wait for her. Meanwhile, Agito's consciousness remains intact on another plane, and there the forest reveals to him the truth about the relationship between itself and the humans. Agito says to Tula that he understands the connection now. He learns that the genetic admixture that gives humans extraordinary strength and eventually turns them into trees is really a two-way exchange. It also changes the forest, causing trees to give birth to new humans in giant fruits. Having become one with the forest, Shunak is now at peace and no longer intends to fight Agito. Realizing that Agito can teach humanity that there is no need for either hostility or separation between themselves and the trees, the forest returns Agito to his true form after Tula cries for Agito. Agito is now more powerful than ever, and he says to Tula, "Let's just get back to town now." On the other hand, everything starts exploding. Agito, with Tula on his back, barely gets out of there. With the humans and the forest saved, Agito brings peace between humans and the trees. Tula is finally able to let go of her past, as she throws her Raban off a ledge down into the depths of the forest. She makes her peace with the fact that now she's going to live with the trees. So that is all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and do hit the bell icon to remain updated about all our future videos. Till then, see ya!